You are listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense. Bonjour, scrambled egg faces, and welcome to another Radio Nonsense podcast, the official Comedy Club for Kids podcast for everyone, absolutely everyone, every single human being, dog, cat, ibex, salamander, robot, zombie, goblin, and talking yogurt pot, aged between 6 to 99 years old. Yep, I said it again, there it is, no 100-year-olds are allowed. No, not even if you're a tree, and that's basically like being a tree baby when you're 100 and a tree. I don't care, tree baby, the rules are rules, so go put that nappy on your roots and shut up. Sorry, everyone. What I meant to say is, welcome back to another of our Stuck at Home series of podcasts, where I get brilliant comedians to answer your questions, whatever they might be about anything in the entire universe. And we get them to answer those to keep you entertained while you're off school and have absolutely nothing to do except bother those lumbering, smelly, stretched babies that you live with. You know, the grown-ups. Incidentally, if you need a new way to annoy those grown-ups and you're currently being homeschooled, why not tell them that a home school needs a home parents' night and insist they spend 3 hours in the evening talking to themselves about how you're doing while sitting on chairs far too small for them and it hurts their bottoms. In the meantime, you can hide somewhere else entirely and play computer. Win! Right, we have had some great questions sent into the show, but we need more. We always need more, so please ask those grown-ups to help you send in anything you want to ask at all, as without questions, we can't do this show, so we need loads and loads and loads. There'll be details on how to do that at the very end of the episode. But for now, I am joined today by the brilliant Thom Tuck. Hello, Tom, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Excellent. Yes, I'm very good, thank you. And it's your birthday today. Very happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You know, I'm sure some of the listeners will be having birthdays while stuck at home. What do you do for a birthday if you're stuck at home?
You make a cake out of whatever food you have. So I've currently made a cake out of some bread and an avocado.
Oh wow! How does that taste?
Like an avocado sandwich, but if you call it a cake, it is a cake.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. What were your other cake options? Can I ask, or is there going to be another cake later on made of other things?
Oh, there'll probably be another cake later on with a pizza and some candles.
I mean, that sounds like an amazing cake. I'd happily eat a pizza cake.
Pizza cake.
Pizza
Oh,
cake.
I do have
Pizza
some
cake.
icing I could put on the cake.
On the pizza cake or on the avocado and toast cake?
On the pizza cake. I think it'd be ridiculous to put icing on an avocado toast cake. Are you mad?
I'm so sorry. I can't believe I would even suggest something quite so horrific. That is very awful. I'm very sorry. Very sorry.
Don't make me boke on my birthday.
I'm sorry. Hey, but birthday boke?
Yeah.
Don't you love a big birthday boke? Everyone loves a birthday boke.
It's been a few years since I had a proper birthday boke.
Well, if any listeners out there fancy a birthday boke, go for it. It's your birthday. May as well be sick on.
But do open the window.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, you're at home and no one's going to see you. May as well be sick on what you like. You can be sick on your dog, sick on your mum. You go, you know, why not? It's your birthday.
I'm looking at a fan.
Oh, that would be.
And I think that is the most inadvisable thing to be sick on.
That is true. Yeah, that would be pretty disgusting, especially as you then can't go outdoors and everything that you own would then be covered in sick.
Well, you know, in one half of the room facing the fan, the other half of the room.
What you need to do is, if you're living with other people, I guess what you do is you aim the fan at the bits of the house they have to be in so that your bit is okay.
Yes. I'm going to point the fan downstairs and vomit on it.
Best birthday ever. I wanted to ask, obviously you're doing special birthday stay-at-home cakes today, but have you got any tips for being stuck indoors in general? Is there anything you've been doing to keep yourself entertained over the past week?
Well, I highly recommend inventing sports.
Oh, which ones?
So there was one called The Game.
Right.
Which you need two people for. So I'm sorry, if you've only got one person, you have to use a wall. and it's like tennis, but it could bounce twice, and you have to use only the open palm of your hand, and you use a sponge ball, and you are allowed not allowed to drink anything unless it is coming from melting ice cubes that are in your hat.
Whoa. I like this. That's quite a lot of rules for a small. And I'm guessing, is it a sponge ball? Because if you use another ball, you just destroy everything in your home.
Oh yeah, this is indoor the game. Outdoor the game, you use a tennis ball.
Sure. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, it makes sense. We're stuck indoors, so obviously you have to do the indoor version of the game.
Yeah, indoor versions. I'm very lucky to have about 8 sponge balls. So you can do sponge inside foot golf.
How do you play foot golf?
So you stand somewhere and put the sponge ball on the ground, and someone chooses something that you can see from where you are.
Right.
And then you have to hit that with a sponge ball.
Right. That sounds good fun.
Using only your toes.
How good are you at at foot golf?
My short game is improving, but my driving and iron game is pretty good.
Can you, like in real golf, where people have different clubs for different scenarios? I'm sure that's not the right word. Can you wear different shoes to sort of give different weights?
Oh no, did I not say it's barefoot? Barefoot.
Oh, I see. So
you can wear socks if you like, but definitely no shoes.
Right. So if you wear socks, can you wear different?
It's about the dexterity of the toes.
Right. So if you wear socks, can you wear different sort of thicknesses of socks in order to give your your putt a different strength?
I think when you're starting out at this game, any sock will do. It's when you get to the higher levels, the viscosity.
Yeah.
If that's the word I want, of the sock, the slipperiness, let's say, of the sock, can make a difference to the curvature of the trajectory of the sponge ball.
That is fascinating. And can I ask, is there like because obviously talking about different levels, is there like a peak point with foot golf? You know, if you attain certain levels, are there championships? Is there somewhere that people can try and attain to getting to?
Well, yeah, once you get out of quarantine, there will be a world championship. Yes.
That sounds amazing. Brilliant. Well, Tom, that is an absolutely fantastic tip. Thank you for that. And I hope everyone listening will be playing foot golf over the next few weeks, months, years. Obviously, this is an audio podcast, and so I am required to ask every guest we have on the show if you have a favourite noise. Do you have one that you would like to tell us?
A favourite noise that I can make?
Well, I mean, if you'd like to make it, that would be helpful. But if it's one that you want to tell us about, that's also fine.
I mean, it's relatively classic, but
oh, that was nice. Do you do that with your mouth?
Yes. There are other options, but not advisable whilst you're on the phone.
That's very fair. Good. No, I'm pleased. It was good. That was a very succinct pop. I thought it was very good indeed. And also, I have to ask you, this podcast is for everyone aged 6 to 99. There's still no 100-year-olds allowed. I don't care how often you write in on your scriptures or your wax cylinders. Seriously, not for 100-year-olds. But as it's for 6 to 99-year-olds, what rude word won't you be saying to make sure this is family friendly?
Flump.
Oh no! Yeah, no, don't say that. That's horrible.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry I even considered saying it.
Yeah, no, definitely don't say flump on this show. If you could refrain from any.
Oh, I think you might have just said flump.
Oh no, did I say flump? Oh no, it's one of those words that sort of falls out though, isn't it?
It lands softly though.
Yes, with a lovely delicate, which is nice. A lovely flump. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Well, thank you for that, Tom. We definitely won't be saying flump for the rest of the show. And so now we're on to the very important bit. Yeah, the very important moment that everyone has been waiting for is we have had a question sent in from our Comedy Club for Kids PopJam account by Smoking BBQ Burger. I don't know if they're an actual burger, Tom. I can't tell you if this was sent in by a burger.
Well, if it's a birthday, they could be a cake.
Oh my goodness, they could be a Smoking BBQ Burger cake with icing.
I think that sounds pretty sensible.
Yeah, it sounds very sensible. Excellent. Well, this potential burger /cake/child or I don't know who writes on PopJam. It might be a monkey or a bird, or who knows. But they have sent in this important question, which I thought you were the most appropriate person to answer this. Actually, they want to know, why did Cinderella's shoe not shatter while she was running? I mean, it's glass, so it would have shattered, right?
Well, there are very, very distinct theories about this. One is that it was stained glass held together with lead.
Oh.
And you see, lead's quite soft as a metal and can almost be used like putty. So it means that as long as she was careful when she was running and ran on her toes, the stained glass wouldn't shatter, because you see, it's all broken up into different coloured pieces anyway, held together by lead. That's one theory. I don't believe that's true.
Right.
The second theory is that there weren't glass slippers in the first place.
What?
It is a conspiracy to sell glass slippers.
What?
Yes. You won't believe this, but the glass slipper industry is a massive, massive fraud. They made up this story. They changed the story so they could sell glass slippers. But do you know how many people were buying glass slippers before this?
No, I don't know.
Practically zero.
What? Wow.
Nobody bought any glass slippers before this.
And what about after this?
Pretty crazy. After this, it went through the roof, which you should never throw a glass slipper through a roof. So they were selling literally thousands and thousands of glass slippers a day.
My goodness.
Usually in pairs.
You'd hope so, yes.
So the original story, do you know what kind of slipper it was?
No, I'm intrigued. Please tell me.
A green fur slipper.
Oh. Hang on, what animal does green fur come from?
Green bears.
Oh, yes. Yes, obviously. Yes, of course. Yeah.
And green fur slippers are pretty cool. Now, remember, always say it's a glass slipper. Why would you have a slipper made out of something hard? A glass high heel, a glass dancing shoe, maybe. But a glass slipper? No. Slippers are for...
Yeah, relaxing. Or slipping, yeah.
Plodding around your house. So obviously, green fur, perfect for that.
I mean, that makes so much more sense. I mean, I'd never even thought about the idea of trying to relax at home with like massive glass slippers on. Would be so uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And very noisy, I'd have thought as well. Because either they're breaking or they're stomping, and neither of that is very relaxing.
And do you know the twist in the tale?
No, I don't, but please tell us. Please tell us.
The owner of the biggest glass slipper company in the world is the brother of the biggest green fur company owner.
What?
And they had a fight, and they fell out, and Glass Slipper Brothers won.
Oh my goodness! So this is a sibling rivalry issue that has travelled down through fairy tales through the ages.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm quite shocked. I have to say, I didn't expect there to be quite such a big revelation on the podcast today, but that is really amazing.
Well, it's a story that's been waiting to be told. Yes,
absolutely. And I mean, does the original story change? Because if Cinderella's running away in some rather comfy slippers, does that is that nicer for her?
Well, she runs to the carriage, doesn't she?
She makes it.
She makes it to the carriage easily in her fur slippers.
Oh, so then the prince doesn't bother looking for her?
Well, he doesn't have a shoe to go try and find her with. All he has is a memory, and then he stares out a window for the rest of his life.
Hey, well, that's an amazing version of the story. And what happens to Cinderella?
She meets a man called Gary.
Nice. What does Gary do?
Gary works for a bank.
Oh. Well, I mean,
he's a nice guy. He doesn't love his job.
Sure.
But he loves her.
Well, that's what's most important, isn't it? I mean, now that you've given me that version of the story, I have to say it's very hard to know which version I like most. And I mean, at least with all the glass slipper, you know, while it's awful for them to do such a thing just for the sake of making people buy glass slippers, it's an interesting twist on the tale that they brought in.
Yes, and the whole, you know, marrying the prince stuff. It does make a good story, but it's not the original one.
No. Yeah, it's the one that everyone knows, which is a real shame. It's like a sort of cover version of a song that isn't as good, but gets more popular.
Yeah, it's like Guns N' Roses version of Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yes, that is exactly what this is like. The song that all the kids out there will know, obviously, but that is exactly what this is like. Wow. Well, thank you, Tom. And you know, are there any sort of campaigns to kind of bring back green fur slipper? I mean, I know we don't really see green bears anymore, which is quite sad. But I feel that there must be some sort of.
Well, they were hunted to extinction in a desperate attempt to prop up the industry.
Right, because of the glass.
In many ways,
boom.
that's from the glass slipper brother.
Yeah. Well, that's very. I mean, really.
Marco, his name is.
Sorry, Arco.
Marco.
Oh, Marco. Right, and he's responsible for a lot of awful things.
He is.
And what of the glass slipper industry now? Is it still? Are people still buying them?
Yes, and they went to miniatures. So you buy miniature glass slippers, and to put on dolls or just have in a cupboard, and that seems to be very popular with old people.
How fascinating! That is very weird. Well, I mean, I feel we've learned an awful lot today. Thank you, Tom. I knew you were the right person to ask about this. I knew that you would have that.
Thank you for giving me the chance to share the story.
It's important, and I feel that hopefully now everyone will know to, well, just never support the glass slipper industry, maybe try and campaign to bring back green bears in a sort of safe environment. I don't know.
Yes, and there's a faux green fur now.
Right.
And if you wear that, it's just, you know, a big thumbs up to the truth.
That's beautiful. Everyone out there, please get your faux green slippers and support truth and support the bears, I think. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you, Tom, and thanks for that. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your birthday eating your various
lockdown you just reminded me it's my birthday.
Here's your birthday. Happy birthday! Again, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy your birthday pizza cake.
Thank you.
And have a lovely birthday day. And if there are any more important Disney questions, we will speak to you very soon.
Excellent. Happy non-birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. It's my non-birthday. Yeah. Thanks. I'd forgotten about that. I'm going to go have a pizza cake.
Yes.
Well, wasn't that fascinating? Did you know the true origins of Cinderella and all that stuff about the green fuzz slippers? No, of course not. Absolutely no one did, except the brilliant Thom Tuck, who I hope really enjoyed his birthday pizza cake. It's that sort of expertise I want to bring to you on every single one of these shows, so please do ask those lumbering, smelly, stretched baby things to help you email your questions about absolutely everything or anything to podcast@comedyclubforkids.co.uk or tweet us, Facebook or PopJammers. And if they could also help you to review and subscribe to the show, then that'd be really dandy too. Be all in your ears again soon for more comedy wisdom, and don't forget to cough into your elbows and be birthday sick into a fan. Bye.
You have been listening to Comedy Club for Kids Presents. Radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense. It's the end.